Must I rummage through the bowels of the Inns of Court looking for the man? You might find his chambers, but you would not find him. Never there. Hasn't had a brief in years. He's not a man altogether comfortable with human contact. I assume that Bledsoe is more than a casual acquaintance, Farthington? I know your methods, Holmes. You never assume when proof is available. Asking you. Waters is still the image of incivility. I wonder that Farthington keeps him on.
A competent clerk may be hard to find. Then again, some people tolerate abusive behavior better than others.
We could waste precious time looking for Bledsoe and still come up empty. I'm stymied, Watson.
I'm sorry to hear it, Holmes, because that makes two of us. Perhaps we should move on.
I trust Farthington implicitly. Should I confide something of our mission to him?
That must be your decision, Holmes. Mycroft would expect no less.
Who is here before us, do you suppose?
I haven't the foggiest. Do you have a notion?
Not a name, but it's as plain as the nose on Cicero's face that he was a friend, and a compulsively heavy smoker of some means.
You are perspicacity itself. Explain, please.
It would take him no less than an hour to smoke this many of his custom-made cigarettes, and he was alone, without a solicitor. This was a social call. What does Farthington's description of Bledsoe suggest to you?
He sounds a reclusive type, overly fond of tranquility, unpredictable and antisocial. Perhaps slightly unhinged.
And frightened silly, I'll wager. I should dismiss him for cause as a suspect. Nevertheless, I must speak with him. It is always a mistake to ignore the obvious. Will you settle for the reason I wish to speak with him and trust me for the details? Of course. A document went missing from the Ministry of Defense, and Bledsoe is among the last persons known to have seen it. He subsequently moved to terminate the inquiry into its disappearance. The probable thief has now been found, dead, executed. You see my problem. As he openly signed out the document and returned it, and was not alone in his opposition to the inquiry, I don't think I can help you, Holmes. You are on a sort of unofficial fishing expedition, and Bledsoe is an excitable character of nervous disposition. I truly don't know where he is at the moment. I beg you to arrange a meeting with Bledsoe, Farthington. What makes you think I can do that? Because I have told you nearly nothing that you have not already heard from his own mouth. What neither of you may know is that my brother's injuries resulted from an attempt on his life by those responsible for stealing the document. You are a man of probity, Holmes, but you are an aggressive investigator. Can I secure your pledge that you will neither badger nor harass Bledsoe? I promise. Please, Farthington, the security of the nation may be at risk. No need to up the ante, Holmes. I take this as serious. If I can arrange a meeting, I'll send a wire to your digs. Still on Baker Street, are you? Naturally, at 221B. Fine. If my office holds no more interest for you, please see yourselves out. Come in, Mrs. Hudson. Come today at your convenience. Bledsoe awaits with the equanimity of a ring-tailed lemur in a room of rocking chairs. There will be conditions, but you won't mind that, I suspect. J.F. The elusive Bledsoe run to earth. I suppose we must see him eventually, though my hopes are not high.
Farthington has taken some trouble. We shouldn't be discourteous.
Come along, Watson. The game's afoot.
Quite so, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, may I present Mr. Philip Bledsoe? I leave you alone. Mr. Holmes, please remember your pledge. No badgering. Thank you for seeing us, Mr. Bledsoe. Thank Farthington. I was dragooned. I'm sorry you feel coerced. Spare me the pleasantries and state your business. Fair enough. On my brother's behalf, I'm looking into the disappearance of Professor Dewar's formula from the Ministry. You can prove your bona fides, I presume. What kind of cigarettes do you smoke, Mr. Bledsoe? I have an Egyptian blend made up for me at Randall's. What of it? Just curious, Mr. Bledsoe. A habit of mine. When did you last look at Dewar's formula? I never saw it. I mean, I checked it out, but I didn't break the seal. I returned it. The clerk will verify my account. Regrettably, Mr. Pratt can supply no such thing, which is one of the reasons we're talking. But never mind. Please be responsive to the original question, Mr. Bledsoe. If I want bullying, I can go to the Gadfly. I checked it out because I take my duties seriously. I'm behind in my document reading. Very commendable, I'm sure. I assume you know that Pratt was found murdered. Do you know where we might find any of his associates or Mrs. Ratchet? Now you're on to something. Why do you say so? I've had thoughts about those two. They were both on duty when I went home. I know nothing of the social set, but Pratt's fondness for bathhouses is well known. Local ones, I should think. What about Mrs. Ratchet? The woman lives somewhere out east. Radicals all over the place. In other words, you know nothing about either one. Presumably, you know my brother is being hospitalized. Yes. I suppose the investigation will be indefinitely postponed. Your concern is touching. The explosion that injured him was no accident. I had nothing to do with it, I assure you. I hope not. The attempt on his life was related to the formula's theft. I had nothing to do with that either, if there was a theft. Don't be quite so literal, Mr. Bledsoe. I'm asking for your help. Certainly you see now that these events are related. The termination of the inquiry into the theft is necessarily connected to them both. That wasn't my idea. I'm innocent of initiating anything that might be construed as criminal. That narrow view will cause you grief someday, Mr. Bledsoe. Perhaps sooner than you think. It's awkward to find you via Farthington. Where might we reach you if the need arises? I like to present a moving target to my enemies, Mr. Holmes. Never stay in one place too long. Scurrilous news hounds are always trying to corner me. Until this blows over, you should consider me unavailable.